Okay, so I've had quite a few people come in asking about Goldberg and things like that in the comments and in Discord. And there was one other thing that kind of like sparked my interest. And it's for those of you that like to forcefully DRM-free games, sometimes you have to make sure that they're safe. Now, some of the systems that one might find on Windows to make sure that your forcefully DRM-freed games are safe are not quite available on Linux, but rest assured that there is a free option to allow you to check your games and verify that they're safe. So the system that works pretty well for that is ClamAV. I was wondering if it was going to pull over. So ClamAV basically is a scanning tool for checking for antivirus and whatnot on your system. So I believe, let's see, email scanning, blah, blah, blah. So for the most part, if you trust most everything if you're downloading from repos and from trusted sources, you're going to be mostly okay, but still having this there just in case you have something that you're not quite sure about. Either A, you probably shouldn't download it, or B, you've got the option to scan it before you even touch it. And usually my process is, if I have something like that, I'm scanning it like 5 or 6 different times before I run it as I go through the stages of opening it. But so it's Linux only, but I believe it can scan for Windows viruses as well. So yeah, it will scan through different things there. So the first thing that you need to do is, when you're in it, most repos should actually have it available to download. Some distros might have it pre-installed, like Kali for sure, I'm pretty sure. But if you search for ClamAV, I believe it was, yeah, it'll come up here. Being on Artix, there are a couple like different packages for the init systems that'll show up, so that's why it shows up there. But ClamAV is your main package there. And then, of course, you've got unofficial signatures if you want that. So the next thing that you need to do is get your signature databases. So the first thing you're going to have to do in order to enable that is to have a config. The default config, I think, works pretty well, and they outline in the documentation how to move that stuff over by outputting the example configs and then copying those over to where, from the example document, from the example stuff over into your actual system. And then here's a Windows setup if that's your thing. But so you can sit here, it goes over modifying that. And then once you have your configs moved over, literally all you do, and this is how you update your signatures as well as fresh clam. Oh, wait. So you also have to make sure that you are in the right permissions. So you may need root privileges in order to do it, to update the signatures. But once you do, it's going to look like that. And then what you can do is you can go and scan. So it goes over that, most of that stuff. So scanning is kind of actually the meat and potatoes of it. It does talk about needing to make sure that ClamD is running, and all you have to do is enable ClamD, I believe, as in the stuff and all. So you could do ClamD scan, blah, 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 simplifies the task. It's not what I've been doing, but I've got a directory here that I will use an example. So I can go and clam scan right here, and it'll scan through everything just plain off. So this is how I would generally do it if I'm double checking something. This should come up with nothing, but you get the idea. So it goes through, loads the signatures, compiles them, and then does an actual scan. It looks like it's doing nothing, but it's doing something. So it found everything okay, and all it did was look through the files here. It didn't look through, like, the files folder itself. So in order to do that, what you've got to do is add on the, I believe, -R, if I remember correctly, and that will scan recursively from wherever you're at. Your other option, of course, is to clam scan to a file and give a file name, and it'll scan that individual file, which, like I said, I do like 5 or 6 different times because I'm trying to make sure that it passes the sniff test. So, like, I'll download the file, I won't run it, I'll scan it, and then I unzip the file, go in, scan the contents again, and if there are any deeper files, then I scan deeper, deeper, deeper. Let me double check. I might have to. Oh yeah, I have to do the. It's not just a -R. Or it should be. Can I spell recursive right? As you can see, you can fail multiple times and still get it not quite right, but scanned directories, scanned files. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, I was being dumb. That's why it didn't show anything. So there's nothing in files. So let me actually. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, now we've got it figured out. Okay, so like I said, we go clam scan for our one-time scan because clamd scan is for, I believe, scheduling. So let's go look at that real quick. So yeah, regular scans. Daemon, clamd. Clamd scan is clamd client, which greatly simplifies the task of scanning with clamd. It sends commands to clamd daemon across the socket specified and generates a scan report after all the requests. So yeah, it's for when you are running the clamd daemon in the background, and it runs clamd to scan for you. But okay, so we do have some similar options, but we're gonna do our clam scan, and we are scanning from here, so it'll load everything up, it'll tell us there's nothing found, and basically that's it. This will take a bit longer because it is going through a few more files than otherwise as well. So you can see here it lists all the files that we scanned, including the ones in the directory because we specified recursive. And yeah, that's how to make sure that your forcefully DRM-freed games are safe. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, boost the video up, share this video with your friends. If you found it informative or you just want to chat, I've got plenty of places in the description, Discord, Guilded, and what have you. Check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one.